Hello, my name is Kayvon Jones, civilian patriot, real estate investment advisor, and the host of Vegas for Veterans, where we teach veterans and military families how to buy, sell, and invest in Las Vegas. What we're going to get into here is we're going to map out homes that you can realistically purchase within these price ranges here in Las Vegas. Because I don't want to just say, hey, you can purchase between $300,000 and $500,000, but you don't understand what a $300,000 versus a $500,000 home looks like. If you have relatives or friends who've purchased in the past, the market has changed. So what a $500,000 home looked like in 2020 is going to be a lot different than what it looks like in 2026. So I wanted to make sure we're giving you that perspective when we're explaining things to you here today. Okay, so the first set of homes that we're looking at here are going to be in the zip code of 89115. That is the Sunrise Manor area of Las Vegas. So this area is relatively close to Nellis Air Force Base and is one of the most affordable areas here in the Las Vegas Valley. So definitely a lot of options to explore when you're able to essentially get a traditional single family home. You're able to get more value for your money in this zip code. And if you were on a budget or wanted to stay on a tighter fixed income, there are different opportunities for townhomes and condos that are priced very fairly within your range. So the first home that we see here is a traditional home, right? It's going to have 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, for right around that $350,000. So again, very affordable in terms of what the median home price is, because it's actually very important to understand what the median home price is here in Vegas, because people are going to say a lot of different things when you're talking to different real estate experts, and it just really depends on how you run the numbers, because when we're talking about the Las Vegas Valley, it's so huge, and whether they include condos, townhomes in certain areas in Mesquite, because they're typically running the numbers. Sometimes they include Mesquite because they're running the whole Clark County, which spans to that city as well. So you got to be careful about what numbers you're listening to there. But when we're talking about the median or average home price, it's going to be about $450,000 just in general for the Las Vegas Valley to get a traditional style home, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 2-car garage, right? So now when you're looking at trying to purchase a home below that budget, you have to ask yourself, what am I willing to sacrifice to purchase a home? Because if you're purchasing underneath that $450,000 budget, a lot of times you're going to be sacrificing the area. You're going to be sacrificing whether it has a 2-car garage. You're going to be sacrificing your different kind of creature comforts within the home and things of that nature, because that traditional home in that what they would call A class or B class areas are going to be about that $450,000 range. So when we're looking here in Sunrise Manor, you can see this particular home is at $350,000, but it looks to only have a 1-car garage. And that area is more of a developing area as well within the valley. So that's why you're able to get a bit more value. So that's just one style of home within Sunrise Manor. I know I was mentioning it being very affordable. So this shows you here how you can actually get a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom townhome within that area for well below $300,000. So definitely gives you a lot of options there when you're looking at purchasing a home. Now, if you're just looking at a traditional family home, as we spoke about there, again, I said the median home price is 450,000. Well, in the Sunrise Manor area, you have homes within the 350 to $375,000 price range, like this home pictured here. Traditional detached single family home, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths essentially, and 2-car garage. So it's giving you that traditional home within this neighborhood for well below that $450,000 median home price. And now, for those who are thinking about investing, these are really good options long term, because if you're able to buy a home below what the median home price is in a particular area, you have the most likelihood with development for that area to increase because it's already below the median. So if it is a developing city like Las Vegas, it's really hard to go wrong when you're purchasing a traditional home below that $450,000 range. So yeah, that's definitely going to be a gem for you. Okay. So if you're looking to purchase a home and get the most value of your home purchase, understanding that the median home price is around 450,000, the more home you're able to get at or around that price secures your investment long term for future equity growth. Okay, so now we're getting into other areas around North Las Vegas, which is very much so adjacent to the Nellis Air Force Base area. A large percentage of veterans here in Southern Nevada actually live in North Las Vegas, just because one of the largest VA hospitals is around that area. And for our active duty military Air Force Base, Nellis Air Force Base is just right around there as well. So a lot of opportunities for living within these zip codes of 89031 and 89081. But there's also other zip codes within that surrounding area, especially within North Las Vegas. But this is one I just kind of chose to focus on here because it offers a lot of value for you. So now you're seeing here a home at $441,000 that actually had a pool and a jacuzzi. You're talking about getting a lot of value for right below that median home price. You sometimes want to consider a home that is a single story because Father Time is definitely undefeated. We're all going to age, and one day we may not want to have to deal with 2-story living. So if you wanted a single family 1-story home, there are options within these zip codes here for homes below that median home price of 450,000. So this home here is a home where you have a 3-car garage, which is added utility there. So a lot of different options for being able to have a forever home. Because a lot of times when you think forever home, you're thinking a home to raise your children in. But sometimes you got to think of a home to grow old in as well. And having that single-story home can definitely come in clutch. Or if you are purchasing a home where it is a traditional 2-story home, you may want to consider a home that at least has a bedroom, even if it's not the master bedroom downstairs, just so you have that added security as you age and mobility may become an issue, that you don't have to deal with the stairs if you don't want to within your home. All right, so lastly in this zip code here, just showing you a traditional home, newer build, a fairly bigger home here, right over 2,000 square feet, being able to sell for right above that $450,000 price range. Okay, so again, just seeing a lot of your options and what you're able to get for your homes here within those zip codes. So not going to keep it there on those. Now, there are also some other premium areas within North Las Vegas. So I definitely want to show you regarding those areas as well. Okay, so one premium area within North Las Vegas is going to be the Aliante area of North Las Vegas. So Aliante is considered a part of the city of North Las Vegas. It's a newer and developing area. It spans over about 3 different zip codes, the largest being the 89084 zip code. However, you have 2 other zip codes that I would make sure you pay attention to. And that's going to be the 89085 zip code and 89086. And that 89086 zip code is closer to where the VA hospital location is. Now, those other 2 zip codes aren't as large, but there are definitely some premium homes in those areas. So I chose to focus on the 89084. And this is a traditional home that was recently available within that zip code for around $400,000. So now you're really seeing what you're able to get within that zip code there. Okay, so staying within that same zip code and say, hey, Kayvon, what if I want to buy a brand new home within the Aliante area in 2026? Well, that's going to run you somewhere around $500,000, just depending on the size of the home. They do have larger homes where you can get almost up to $800,000, and they do have some prices for single family homes right around that $450,000 threshold for new single family homes that start at around 1,500 square feet. So the home that we're looking at here for $525,000 is a pretty large home with 5 bedrooms and 2,600 square feet. So you can see what that cost living within that area. So now you say, hey, I'm looking for a home where I'm able to essentially grow old in, right? And I want a new modern looking home. Well, in the Aliante area of North Las Vegas, that's going to run you about $650,000, especially if you're looking for a brand new 1-story modern home on a pretty decent size of land, and especially with a very robust floor plan and square footage at 2,500 square foot for this home here. So that it was $650,000. So this gives you a really tight example of where it goes. These numbers I gave you here today aren't the end all be all of home prices. This is just to give you an idea of what's available and what homes look like in a certain price range. The condition of the home, the age of the home, the seller's circumstances, and appraised value as interest rates and different auxiliary things change will ultimately affect the overall and final pricing of the home. So you always want to consult your local real estate professionals. And when I say real estate professionals, you definitely want to make sure you get a team where you have your realtor that's helping you search for the property and really educating you on what's available, and a mortgage lender who's going to be able to let you know the best products and programs for your situation. Something that's very underutilized within the active duty and veteran community is being able to use your VA loan in combination with down payment assistance programs. And I will educate on this in future videos so that you understand the different programs that are available, such as Home is Possible, Home is Possible Heroes, and a host of other programs that veterans, even though they have the VA loan and don't have any down payment requirement, can actually utilize down payment assistance programs. So if you are in the Las Vegas area and you want to utilize those programs, definitely reach out to me. I would definitely love to educate you more on the options that are available for you. So now when you're looking and comparing versus the rent versus buy factor. There's so much to consider.